Calamity Trigger.
That's the name of this game.
That is totally the name of this game.
This is the first name of the game.
That's the first name of welcome to this is probably character Snark.
Story Snark?
Still character oriented.
Character.
I think it's just character Snark story mode or something like that.
There's two different story modes.
Yeah, so this is BlazBlue, obviously. It's BlazBlue Calamity Trigger.
Yeah, and Arcade has story, but story is its own mode.
Yeah, story is also story.
And these aren't characters, really?
No, these are like background scientists or something in a super futuristic world.
Number 1, number
cool.
17, number 12.
Wait, what about?
In the background.
Yeah, okay, neat.
So, the only one that we care about is 13.
Well, that would be new, not no.
Yeah, but it's still possibly the same.
I guess, yeah, they might still have stuff to do with each other.
That phase is 12 through 24.
Oh.
The 13 is within those numbers.
Yeah.
29 through 36 too.
Not anymore. Those phases don't have.
Yeah,
13.
I don't think this has anything to do with new. I gotta be honest.
I mean, maybe not directly.
I think these are just phases. Megan's a little sick, by the way.
Are you not sick anymore?
I'm sick, but I'm not showing it at all. I'm not coughing or anything like that.
Okay. So. Yeah, I'm worried that we're just like living on top of like a toxic waste burial ground or something.
No.
Because this is the third time this year.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Isn't Sector 7 the one that Taker and what's-her-face work for?
Really think it'll show?
I don't remember what their thing is called.
Here, isn't it?
I really don't.
Was that the gate, like the one that New popped out of?
I think it was, yes.
Neat.
So this is just in that particular part of the city, I guess.
Yeah, so this is just a bunch of people, like scientists, just sitting over it. They're not here normally, though.
Well, not that we see. Because we just got the perspective of a character running into that place. They didn't see the shit above it.
Every character running into that place, though.
One at a time.
True. I guess maybe. It looks like they're literally touching it, though. Like, they've got a bunch of machines around the outside, though.
Yeah, so either they were up here watching, or something's gonna get rid of them.
Yeah.
I assume. Because, I mean, New's pretty serious.
Yeah, I mean...
And depending on what's going on, you've got haku-men sitting around down there or whatever. So maybe it's just, like, not safe for these guys to stick around after a point.
I don't think that these guys are going to stick around at all. I'm going to take a wild guess and say this whole place is going to be destroyed by the end of this animatic.
Oh yeah, because these characters aren't characters. There's no reason for them to live.
And also, this place is never here. Every time we've been here, this place has never been here.
Like I said, we haven't necessarily been able to see that it's not here. But
also, this looks way more high-tech than usual. Or low-tech? I'm not sure. Like, compared to the setting that we usually get. It's different.
A little
it's
above.
a different level of technology.
They were talking about the power of the Azure. We know that Ragna has a book that's called the Azure Grimoire, correct?
It's turning everything gray, by the way. Neat.
Here it comes.
You gonna open them angel wings? Oh yeah, they call that thing the cauldron sometimes, don't they?
Yeah, and apparently it's fucking with time, which I think we've had mentioned to us.
Yeah, no, totally.
Like, was it Rachel who was talking, like, this is where all the timelines merge?
Something like that. I think Rachel may have been the one who mentioned that.
Yeah, she was talking to her cats.
Yeah, we should also point out that, of course, this comes after us. In case you haven't seen it or you don't know, we've literally done the entirety of the arcade mode and gotten every ending in that as well.
Yes.
Hi, everybody. Welcome.
Yeah, we still don't fully understand BlazBlue. But
no, yeah, well, we're hoping this will help.
We know enough to ask more questions, but we don't have any answers.
Yeah.
What we know is New is in that weird little hole full of wings.
Yeah.
It fucks with the timeline. Cats are like a downtrodden minority, and one of them was a legendary hero, as is haku-men and that doll thing, possibly?
They kind of make mention of Nirvana being that, but...
Or at least,
Ikaruga!
I think is that not the name of the city?
I think so.
Or the region or something?
He said it's impossible, it's going into orbit.
There it goes, I guess.
Well, that looks like a completely different thing. That's like a satellite. That's a spaceship.
The CG got weird all of a sudden.
Yeah. This game doesn't usually have CG at all. And now there's a big blinky thing in there.
Is that... That's not Aracune.
No, it looks like Aracune, though.
Not really. He has a mask on.
Oh, it's a space laser.
Live and learn.
No, well, yeah, kind of, maybe just a little bit. I don't know, like, lasers on the backs of satellites is kind of a main staple in sci-fi.
Well, it had, like, a creature in it.
Yeah, which was really weird. So I think I was right. I think it just destroyed those guys.
But the area around the cauldron isn't normally shown as being destroyed, right? It's just part of the city?
That's questionable, because the city's kind of built on top of the cauldron on top of that.
That's her. You can tell because she's got that thing there that turns into her everything.
Oh, you mean new?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know, I'm questioning that, but it could be. She looks like Noelle.
Yeah.
Who people often remark New does, so maybe. BlazBlue. BlazBlue. Calamity Trigger. Well, it's set up like a movie, but this is not a movie.
It could be, though. Honestly, this is so anime.
Presented by Project BB Team. Arc System Works.
We're gonna get a full opening credits, aren't we?
There was a full opening credits going over that whole thing. I don't know if
there we go.
Yeah, so, full disclosure, this is the second time we've done this.
First time sucked.
First time was about a year and a half ago as well.
Yeah.
So I didn't remember anything about that opening 100%.
Oh, no.
I had blocked all of it out. Because the original time that we tried this, we made an attempt and failed miserably.
It was before all of the other BlazBlue videos.
It was before we did arcade. We went directly into story and we're like, let's just do story mode. And then I had to, halfway through it, look up a guide on how to do it.
It branches.
Yeah, because it branches, and it's a big pain in the butt. So instead, what I'm going to do is, I've looked it up, I've got it sitting here. We've already done all of the arcade mode, so we may as well just do this.
There's
like,
nothing.
The way that we are. So we're going to go ahead and do all of the story mode for every character, and I'm going to basically try and start this over, even though, I mean, obviously, we've got 90%, so we're going to try and, full disclosure, we're going to try and get every single ending. We will not be getting 100%.
Because that involves losses, which doesn't get
of the
much.
actual stuff, which doesn't matter. If you get 100%, the only thing that it unlocks is, like, VA interviews anyway, so it's really not worth it.
Yeah.
One day. Before I realized it, I had joined the Kisaragi family. A family with many siblings in one head.
I kind of remembered that it sounded like he was from the mob.
Yeah, a little bit. From that day on, when the family head gave me orders, I obeyed them. It wasn't long before I was considered first in line to inherit the Kisaragi house and sent to the military academy. I didn't have a choice about any of it. My life rushed past, my course decided upon by other people. I knew there were people out there who had it in for me, but all I could do was watch. Ever since that day, I haven't really seen anything.
So you're the new little brother.
Thank God there's actual voice for much
part
of
it.
We still gotta talk over it.
That's why I welcome
a little
you
bit,
into the
but
But we're not
Kisaragi house.
obligated to read it out.
It's weird that there's no music whatsoever.
What are you looking at?
This is, like,
Got a
supposed
death
to be
wish?
kind of mysterious, I guess.
Yeah. So, we're doing Jin first because Jin's the
Aren't you
easiest
lucky?
character to play,
You know, the only
and we
reason
just
you
want to
got promoted
gauge
is
how
because of your
long these are
family
going to
name.
take on average. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, like he's brought into a family. That's the mob, right? It's either he's adopted
no,
or it's the mob.
Japan does that too.
Oh, okay.
Japan does that thing where if you
Yakuza.
What?
He's the Yakuza.
Yeah, but not
No?
Yakuza.
Okay.
They do that in higher powerful households, regardless of connections to crime. If you are somebody who is an exceptional individual, but you are like an incredibly poor person who's living on the streets, or you're living in like a poorer sort of like peasant household.
They just say, I'm gonna adopt you.
It's not really even adoption, it's you're in my family now. Here's my last name, live in my house. And it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, but it's
cool.
for the purpose of having him do stuff.
Well, it's for the purpose of having them become someone who they can brag about as being a part of their household, and in some ways they could give their inheritance to that person if they prove to be better than natural-born potential
So
leaders
he's
of the household.
probably got a lot of people trying to assassinate him.
I don't know.
Probably.
They were talking. They were always talking about me. But I could never bring myself to think anything more than, oh, really? Are you okay?
I'm fine.
And look at my right hand. I was given a rank, medals, admiration. Things others would fight and die for were heaped upon me. One day I noticed people had started to call me hero. But try as I might, I felt nothing. None of it mattered to me. After a while, I started to worry that my whole life would be like that.
He was just born an edgelord.
That is, until the day the Reaper arrived in Kagutsuchi. Okay, so here's the thing. All of these were saves that we did where we were trying to roll the saves. I'm still going to do that, but I'm going to have to go over all of these.
Yeah, that's fine.
There'd be a town here.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's not sprites anymore. It's like a dating sim.
Yep. So the storyline has a very unique art style compared to the other parts of the game that basically is just, hey, here's full body shots of the characters. It looks like a dating sim.
I completely forgot about this.
Kagutsuchi, the 13th
Hierarchical.
called the city. Had I disobeyed an order? So what? I had to go to Kagutsuchi. I have to meet this Reaper. Headquarters could track me if I went by airship, so I decided to travel on foot. Of course, I would have walked anyway.
It's not like I like walking or
Yeah.
anything.
The closer one is to the base of the mountain. The fewer roads are actually paved. I've been forced to take many detours. Clip, clop.
That's odd.
That's what I remember about the city is that it kind of looked like it got like it was built up into like a higher point, and the center was like really tall, so it's like a mountain.
Yeah, it's sort of. I feel people here, but I see nothing. This door's been left open, and a scrap of cloth flutters in the wind.
He's not going to give us all the voice.
Yeah, it's only voice acted in like really inopportune times. I'm betting this is the same problem that they had with Neptune, where the English dubbing company did not want to dub everything, but I bet the Japanese version has everything
Maybe.
dubbed.
Which we're not using.
No, I knew something was amiss the moment I entered town. But now, I can sense several people approaching me from behind. Their reasons do not interest me, but I have a feeling they do not intend to let me pass, and I cannot abide any impediment just now. They're beginning to irritate me. Toe.
I think I know who this is.
It sounds like
Kisaragi,
Bang
NOL.
Shishigami.
Finally found
What
you!
does NOL stand for?
Isn't something library?
That's probably what it is.
Yeah.
What do you want?
What do I want? Perhaps this scar on my face will refresh your memory.
Oh no.
Not really.
You bastard!
Yeah, we never
How
got
dare you
the
insult
story.
the boss!
So Bang's story in arcade mode was just like he's trying to protect
ninja.
someone.
He-
We think it was Lychee he was trying to protect,
Well, he's
like
trying
without.
to protect, I think, everyone.
Like he had this weird thing where he was just like not directly referring to someone that he really wanted to help out, and it was a she.
Yeah.
And he just wanted to get like Ragna out of the city because this is a bad guy coming into my city.
Something like that.
That's
anyway.
all we got. We did not get anything about the scar.
Nope. So apparently he really hates Jin, and he has subordinates. Right
Yeah,
now
yeah,
in-
he's
in
like the
storyline.
leader of some ninjas.
Leave this one
Yeah,
to
which is
me.
cool.
Yeah, I remember them, sort of.
Sir,
Oh man.
please forgive me. How dare you crown yourself with the name of my hometown?
Oh, because Kisaragi's his hometown, I guess.
Of course.
Huh, okay.
Or is it not? Is it? It's Ikaruga.
One of
I
those-
maybe this makes more sense with kanji.
I guess. Wait, was Ikaruga the place that was direct? Oh, okay.
What
I think that's the place the laser shot.
Yeah,
Destruction of
something like that.
Ikaruga enough for you?
So
Okay,
he's blaming Jin
something
for
like
that.
Either that, or he's blaming him for a different destruction, and Ikaruga just keeps being destroyed.
It could.
Absolutely nothing that interests me. But if you stand in my way, I will remove you. Besides, it was only
So-
a coincidence I picked this path.
So Bang's just going out of his way to fuck with the
Was
guy.
the last straw.
Which
yeah, it
is
sounds like
exactly
Bang's
what he
trying
would
to fuck
do.
with him, basically.
Never forget what you were about to see.
So his hometown was destroyed, but he still considers this his town.
Well, this town is his new town, I guess.
He's just going all in on it. It's just like, well, I live here now. I'm its protector now.
Yeah.
That sounds like what we know of him.
Something like that. I mean, it sounds like that because Bang is just kind of an idiot usually, so...
He is not. He's just really spirited.
He's extremely spirited to the point of saying and doing some really dumb things.
But then also, he's like an actual ninja who actually fights bad guys for justice, so it's not really... Like he's just being what he is.
He's using French now.
I guess.
So
against a guy with a sword while he does not.
Yeah.
He does not sword.
No, he's got nails though, so I guess maybe he's gonna throw his nails at us.
On guard and throw a handful of fucking nails at you.
Okay, so real quick, I just wanted to add something. There are 4 endings for Jin specifically.
Mm-hmm.
All of them, the first requirement is beat Bang.
There is no other
There's
branch.
no ending that you get for losing to Bang. Bang is always beaten
Bang,
in
I
every
guess.
ending. Let's see if I remember the controls for this game, by the way.
They're not that hard.
Oh, okay. There we go. There's my ice car.
Yeah, and it's Gene, so you'll get into it real quick.
Yeah, no, Gene's not that hard to get into. I remember.
And then also the
but
right
it's been
stick
a while.
for
It's
specials.
honestly been a bit since we've actually done
Oh
anything.
yeah, and that's like, I like this game a lot, so I'm glad we're back to it.
No, I missed it. I did.
Because I like these characters, and I like that I don't understand it yet. Like, it kind of... It's the kind of thing where they don't answer questions, but they make it clear that they will.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, let's keep going. Let's answer the questions.
Inconceivable.
Inconceivable.
That scar looks really fake. I know it's just kind of a style thing, but it's
Looks
so
like it's
exact.
painted onto his face.
Did he get that from the space laser?
I don't know.
What?
Maybe Gene showed up and just beat people up. And
And
just
like
happened to
carved
slice
that
into
very...
his face. Yeah.
Okay, Gene's sword is way thinner than would make a believable scar like that.
Actually, doesn't he have a rapier? Like, he has a really thin sword? It's
Yeah,
just
and
really
that's a
big when
really
he uses
thick
ice.
scar.
Maybe.
And also, how would you get a scar that thick without it, like, screwing up the... Like, really just... Congratulations, Bang, on your eyebrows still being in the right places.
Yeah. The man before me is breathing heavily. He does not seem to understand that he is lost. Pitiful fool. There was never any other possible outcome.
What a waste of time.
Okay, so this is where we split.
Oh.
2 of the endings require us to go... Well, 1 of the endings requires us to go for the second option, and 3 of them require us to go for the first.
Okay, should we just get rid of the single one out first?
I think that might be a fun idea, but what I think might actually be a better idea is going for the first ending first, because the first ending is the natural one.
Okay.
It's, basically, there are 4 endings, and one of them is first option and then win every fight.
Okay.
So I think that might be a good idea.
Alright.
What a waste of time. I'm done here. I have neither the time nor the inclination to deal with these men just now. I must reach the peak of Kagutsuchi.
Just stay on the ground. It suits you.
Is he calling him a worm or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Boss!
Aw, poor Bang.
Damn you, Jin!
Generics!
I like their really generic ninja outfits.
I like that they got no eyes.
They're just covered by those horrible eye shields.
I'm
for some
tired of
strange
hearing
reason.
that.
They're ninja
Come up with
headbands. That's a
something more
thing, I
creative.
guess.
They're not ninja headbands. That's way larger. That's like a literal. I have a helmet built into my cloth hat.
Maybe.
Okay. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna save here, and from now on, most of these are probably gonna be built off
They
of
were
this
like
specific
maggots on a
one.
cross.
I'm really sorry if any coughing fucks
Yeah,
up.
no,
the
it's
audio.
gonna mess up the audio all the time.
I'm trying to
I
hide
know,
in the corner.
but jeez, another unnecessary detour. I'm running out of time. I'm not the only person after him. The librarium must have sent others. Librarium.
Yeah.
I love that word. Have we remarked on that before?
Yeah.
And with the bounty on his head, I'm sure a fair share of vigilantes have targeted him, as well as people with other motives.
So that sums up Carl,
Carl.
this piece of shit. Taukaka is also a vigilante.
Yep.
Who else? I don't know.
I should point out that those 3 endings, by the way, that require you to beat Bang first, and then hit the first option, all require you to beat Carl as well.
So basically, Carl's not important either.
Carl's not really important either.
Good.
Who the hell are you?
Screw off.
Pardon me.
I hate
I'm
him.
not one to be cautious of.
God, I am
Just
not
a
looking
vigilante.
forward to having to play as him again.
Yeah. Getting 4 endings as Carl.
It's gonna end up being me, isn't it?
Yeah.
You just couldn't get him to work.
I can't do
On
him
the other
good.
hand, you're going to have to do Rachel because you got her to work better than I did.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
I can do that
I
with
mean,
Rachel.
yeah, Carl's worse,
rude,
but she's
If
still
you
kind
had
of
to
tricky
kill
to
the Grim Reaper
control.
Before I get to him, it would be a terrible inconvenience.
I do like.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I do like having better
That's
art
a
of
lot
Nirvana
confidence
though,
coming from
Yeah,
a
that's
wannabe.
really nice. Having some really good looking art of
because
Nirvana
she's
in
a
here.
doll. Having the ability to get a better look at how she's put together is good. Not that it really helps that much.
No, and this is kind of just a generic. This is almost clip art pose of Carl here.
Yeah.
This child is pathetic.
Get out of my way.
So all I can really say is that Nirvana's like shoulder joints are these big old ball joints.
Yeah, which is kind of cool, but
Doesn't tell me much.
no, not really. So Carl, the only way to fight him, as far as I know, is to select the first option, and yes, we basically have to beat him every time. I will also point out that there are 4 endings for Jean, which I think I've already pointed out.
Yeah.
And for almost every other character, every one of their endings requires that you beat them in a certain way. Jean
Distortion
does,
finishes.
yeah, like with astral finishes or the other one, distortion finishes too. Jean's the only one that does not require that.
They just gave Jean everything on a silver goddamn platter.
Yeah, he's just the easiest guy to fight as and deal with, and it's like, oh my god, why is he so easy?
I think that's part of what he questions too. They keep calling him a hero, and he's like, yeah, okay.
It's just ice card victory, dude.
Yeah, he's just numb to it now.
The military academy.
Oh, right.
I
Did we
didn't
know
think
that
you would
about
stoop so
Carl?
low
Yeah,
as
we
to
knew that
Okay.
about Carl. Kind of.
That he was in the military academy, and what, did he get expelled or something?
I have no
Because
idea.
his association with Nirvana is kind of implied to be really, really bad. And he I think talked about, like, while talking to Nirvana, said something about what their father did to her. But she's clearly not his sister.
No, that's a
people,
puppet.
Yeah, people recognize her as
I've
being
wasted
something
too
that's
much
been
time.
around a long time.
Well, people recognize her as being some kind of horrible psychic parasite, and they're like, Carl, get the fuck away from that. And he's like, no, it's my sister. And
you think
everyone's
that's
like,
what
the
got
fuck,
him kicked
Carl?
out of the military academy? Is
I
that
mean,
he
maybe.
just started hanging out with this puppet?
So, win. Yep. Maybe. I wouldn't be surprised, I guess.
Okay.
I finally arrived at the branch office, but something is wrong.
This is frequently the setting of like the 6th or so battle in arcade mode.
Yep, and we're actually getting pretty close. I think the one that we're doing right now has 3 more fights in it, and then we're done. And then the other 2 have a handful of fights.
So this place is evacuated.
Yeah, there are no guards, no people at all. I listen carefully, but I hear nothing. How strange.
Why is it?
I try harder, search every corner for a hint of presence. I find something. It's faint, but it's there.
Someone passed through here.
Has the Grim Reaper already arrived?
And that's Ragna, right?
Yeah.
We know he's here for Ragna.
Yeah, it's Ragna. Ragna is also called the Blood Edge, and I think some people call him the Reaper, and he's the keeper of the Azure
Grimoire.
yeah.
Lieutenant Vermilion.
Oh no.
Sir, I bring an Imperial command from the NRL.
Yeah, no, she's
Major
here
Jin
to bring him
Kisaragi
back,
must
right?
report to the headquarters
Yeah.
immediately.
Okay.
She's like, hey, you,
For a moment, I feel dizzy.
you went AWOL, go home.
So the librarian has already seen through my ruse and sent this child after me. How very irritating. This girl's voice. Her face. Why does she have her face?
Okay,
Mr.
I remember
Rector,
this being kind of
Has the seal
kind
of
of
the
unsettling.
Imperator.
Yeah.
I know I may be intruding, but Tsubaki
In this
hasn't been
style,
the
she doesn't
same
look like
since
she
you
has
left.
anyone's face. She looks
No,
very
she-
different in this
She's
style.
just
Return
kind
to
of generic,
headquarters as soon
honestly.
as
She doesn't
possible.
look like she has no
They'll
I
face.
mean,
set
it's
everything to
it's
the
kind of
left if you
anime.
return
I could see her
now.
and Noel still being about the same.
You mean new?
No, yeah,
Yeah.
sorry. She has no... This girl.
Noelle.
This
not
girl. She's trying to take it all away again. She's going to take everything from me. Who the hell is
Are you
she?
not feeling well? You
What's
look a
that
little...
stuff on her arms?
You mean those big ole, like...
Those weird
Cuff
manacles
links?
with like gymnastic ribbons on them?
Yeah, it looks like maybe she's got... Yeah, they're either like...
They're
like,
clamping those
yeah.
sleeves onto her because
Yeah,
they're not
yeah,
attached
yeah.
to her dress.
Yeah, maybe. I was gonna say, it looks like somebody cuffed her with, like, comically large handcuffs, and then she broke out and just has ribbons now, but I don't know. She got into a fight with, like, one of those stupid, like, velvet fucking railing barricades from, like,
Oh,
a theater
man.
and lost really bad.
Shut up.
And she forever bears the scars.
Major? What are
Okay, she's in for some bad
Who the
times.
hell are
Look at
you?
his eyes.
Who?
Yeah, he gets a little
He's
nuts. Yeah.
agitated.
Who the hell
Yeah.
are you?
Major,
Calm down.
He's
He has to spin as he does it, I guess.
got to do it like a cool guy. It's fine.
Well, of course he does.
That's just how he is. That's Gene in a nutshell.
It's a little jarring going from those scenes into the pixels.
Back off.
I like
Yeah, a little
both.
bit.
I like both, but it's interesting that they did so many different styles.
Yeah, no, it's nice. I like it.
Yeah,
Back off.
this is not gonna last long.
Dissipate. Back off.
Yeah, no, I mean, she's not exactly holding out very well right now, yeah.
Back off.
Yep, there she goes. Well, it's out of 2, right? Yeah. No,
It's one and done.
Oh, okay.
When I come to, Noel Vermilion is nowhere to be seen.
How did you pass out? You won.
I don't know. It's quiet, and there's a shadow standing in front of me. It looks familiar, like someone I used to know.
You're...
Yeah, you knew Noelle Vermilion. There she is.
So hold on, I'm just running through my list of things, and it looks like Noel is always beaten as well.
Wow. What
Yeah.
the hell?
that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Now.
So it's like Bang, Carl, and Noel are just jobbers. They need to lose all the time.
Okay.
They're there to be fodder in fights.
Well, I mean,
My right hand is drenched in something red.
did you just...
It's awfully warm to the touch.
Did you kill Noelle?
That
What the fuck?
I don't know.
girl.
Yeah.
He's here.
Alright, is Ragna a vampire? So this blood
sort of,
might...
Yeah.
This blood might mean something?
I don't fucking know, dude. So yeah, Noelle needs to lose every time, and then there are a handful of endings. This is where it starts to change. Like this fight onward
You'd
is
think...
where losses and wins start affecting the actual
You'd think
thing.
killing Noelle would be a choice that would cause a split.
You think so, right?
That seems important.
Yeah, something like that
Jeez.
anyway.
We finally meet again. Brother.
The way he
Brother.
says it.
You were Ragna the Blood Edge.
He is Ragna the Blood Edge. What was his name before that you don't call him that?
Why are you here?
Brother.
Is he also
Why?
adopted into the mob?
I thought that was obvious.
Or were they
could be
brothers on
actual
the
brothers.
streets?
I have no fucking idea.
They don't look a damn
Go
thing
away.
alike.
I didn't
Like,
come
there's a
here for
lot
you
of same
assholes.
face in styles like this, but these two do not have the same face.
No, not really.
Why
There's
not?
some much
You're
meatier
not happy to
bone
see me?
structure on Ragna.
No, he's only a little meatier. It's not by much, to be honest. He's
No,
got
there's
more
a
of
more
a...
prominent chin. His ear is
their,
fat.
Their chin is almost exactly the same.
No, it's
just
not.
The shading on
are you
Gene is
talking
slightly
about?
different.
No. That's a very different jawline.
Did you forget?
The eyes size and shape, the nose size
know
and
what I'm
shape, they're
talking
pretty
about.
different.
We're all three of us used to.
But 3.
I'm gonna guess the
Jin.
girl is
I'll
involved.
deal with you some other time.
Her name is Noelle?
Yeah, unless it's
respect
not
for
the
the dead.
actual person that he's
Maybe.
talking about.
We don't know.
Because he was like regarding her as though she's not actually the person.
We're talking over him saying brother again.
The house. The house where we lived. Burning. Crumbling. And then I
Got adopted, I guess.
I stole all the copper pipes from our house.
They're here, under the floorboards. Why the
God.
copper pipes?
Do people break into homes to steal copper pipes all the time?
Do they?
Yeah. Copper wire and copper pipes are like the two biggest things that people in this day and age will break into homes to take. It's not just about stuff anymore, especially if it's like warehouse industry and stuff like that.
Exactly like her.
Oh, yeah, and he also killed Noelle.
Yeah, we know.
What do you mean?
Does Ragna encounter Noelle in the arcade mode, and do they recognize each
I
other?
don't fucking know.
I
don't think so.
remember.
I'm pretty sure they do not. No.
I get
Yeah,
to kill
so
you
Jin
again.
recognizes Noelle as looking like some other person that he lived with Ragna, but Ragna doesn't recognize Noelle at all. So
Yep.
Jin might just be
In fact, I think Noelle is
projecting?
not. I don't think Noelle is actually a permanent part of Ragna's storyline. Like, I don't think they actually are required to run into each other.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Jeez. Alright. Calm the fuck down.
Well, you're trying to win, right?
Calm the fuck down. Yes.
Like,
Okay.
we're doing the wind branch first.
Yeah. I'm telling him to calm down. It's fine. Don't worry. He knows what's up.
Yeah.
Chill. Fuck, I don't think we've ever gotten that.
Do you think that he has similar puns in the Japanese audio?
I hope so. Oh, fuck. Stop.
Oh, and
No.
he's taking life back.
Yeah, he is. That's his whole fucking thing.
Well, there
He
he
does a
goes.
ton of damage, but he also takes life. But his supers are gimp.
Bastard.
Ever so slightly.
Okay. Oh boy.
Fun. Isn't this so fun?
Okay.
Been dreaming of this day.
Maybe
I get to kill you
Ragna
again.
doesn't recognize stuff because
Maybe
he's-
Ragna doesn't care.
maybe Jin's thinking of a different person for Ragna too.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe Ragna's not actually his brother in any
I
way,
wish
shape,
it
or form.
didn't have to end
Yeah,
here.
he's just projecting, or timeline fuckery is involved.
Potentially, yeah.
Because we know that happens.
This is
Something like that, anyway.
It's not new yet, right?
I don't know.
You said there's like a
Oh, yeah, there
second...
it is.
Huh.
Nope, it's totally new. That's
Well-
fine.
Huh. Okay. It's usually haku-men before new.
Nope.
Or at least
it's-
in arcade mode.
Not in story mode. They switch a lot of it up pretty
Okay,
heavily, it seems.
okay. Well,
like,
that's
just
nice.
looking at some of the paths and stuff, it looks like it's switched up really
It
hard.
means that we don't have to be, like, expecting it every time.
Nope.
Because arcade mode was pretty reliable.
Yep. Arcade mode knew what it was doing, and we kind of got it pretty easily.
God, I just realized those jangling chains are, like, 2D animations. They look pretty good.
Yeah, they do. So I'm going to go ahead and roll this one, because this is having beaten Ragna.
Yes.
So if we can just remember that the third one is us having beaten Ragna, then this will make our whole problem like much easier to deal with. Obstructing directive.
is this?
He doesn't recognize her.
Yeah, no, he doesn't recognize her.
Back off. She's not your enemy.
Ragna has
Ragna's
some
like,
history
no,
with
don't
her.
do it.
Oh, she's your enemy, Ragna.
You
Yeah.
saw.
Who? I guess that's the girl?
That might be his sword.
What?
Yeah,
Oh.
it totally is. I figured because Yuki means ice and
It means
or snow,
snow.
and he's ice based.
Who's-
Something is
okay.
flowing into me from Yuki Anasa. These are memories. So much information.
What is this?
Aww. It all comes down to a single point. Every time I see it, my emotions take over. And the point, the one that all my memories lead to, here it is, right in front of me.
I see.
Is that so? Everything leads to here. Is this the timeline convergence?
Well, wasn't it Rachel who literally said that the
like
thing
here in the
is-
cauldron.
Yeah, the cauldron is where all timelines kind of fall into one point or something.
I really wish that they had like Ragna's hand poking up from the bottom
yeah.
corner.
Weep you. And then it just comes back.
Just, Jin, stop this! And he's just down there on the ground because he's had his ass kicked.
They've turned the really nice model of him sideways, so it just looks like he's laying on the ground talking to him.
What's she doing with her hands there?
She's doing a JoJo pose. It's fine.
I can't. The fact that she's got junk on her arms makes it harder to tell.
Yeah, a little bit. So we're gonna have to win to get the first ending for this. It's gonna be a winning against us.
Yeah, is the AI is cranked up as it
I
is
think
in
the
arcade?
AI is actually not as cranked up as it is in arcade mode. My understanding is that arcade mode's weird AI thing is exclusively an arcade mode thing.
That's
Also,
so
she's
weird.
not unlimited. Did you notice that? She's just normal new.
Yeah. What the heck? Why is arcade mode like that?
I don't know. I think maybe this story mode was just for the version that came out like this, and arcade mode is the mode that was actually on the cabinets for this.
It was
Because
just supposed to eat quarters.
Yeah, remember that the original version of this game, this was an arcade game originally that got ported to console, that got ported to PC. And Gene's
Yeah,
killing
so
people
it's
now.
just they cranked up the AI to kill people's quarters.
Yeah.
Or their yen,
Or
I guess.
something like that. No matter how many times I stab her, or how many times I freeze her, the girl keeps getting up.
Impossible. You cannot kill me.
I'm already dead. No.
What did you say?
Perish.
Does she normally refer to herself as
Pears.
me in this robot mode?
I don't know.
Does she have a sense of self normally?
I have no idea. I don't remember.
I don't remember.
Bolt of light erupts from her body and slams into her.
Ah! Damn it, my feet! You bitch!
They cuss in this.
What did she do to his feet?
He can feel it in them.
Am I going to die here? The girl walks towards me and keeps going.
Ragna,
Oh, this is happening.
we're together at last.
Aw, it's this one.
Yeah.
She reaches for my brother. I love that. We beat her, by the way.
Yeah.
This is the storyline in which we have literally beaten
And she,
everyone.
she shoots glue at her feet and walks over here to love up on our brother while we're just super mad at her.
We're like dying on the floor.
Stop.
Well, so is Ragna. Kind of. Yeah, he's dying.
Yeah, we killed Ragna.
Yeah, he's especially going to be dying now once she gets to be one with him.
Brother!
This is not going to end well.
Something like that, yeah. She hears my voice and slowly turns to look at me. Only now do I realize she has her face.
Does just everyone have that face?
Maybe.
I mean, I guess it's harder to
Like, maybe
tell,
he's just
though.
losing it constantly.
The eye patch makes it harder to tell.
Why? Why?
So it's actually
I
not
just
surprised that
killed
he
you.
didn't realize right
Well,
away.
it's the eye patch, and I don't know if you've noticed, but she has really thick eyelashes going on, too.
She's got
Like, they're
like bags under her eyes
gigantic.
too.
Yeah, no, I think that's just the lighting. I could be wrong, but, like, her eyelashes are really thick.
Yeah, that
Like,
too.
it does that anime thing where it's like the eyelashes
Yeah.
are so thick you actually have to draw, like almost a bird wing coming
Yeah.
off of the side of your face. She's like, huh. She turns back towards my brother and starts to carry him toward the pit.
Wait!
Nice knowing
Let
you.
go of my brother! You bitch! You bitch!
Sorry for the language. It
Jin's
wasn't
so
us.
angry. Ah, poor
He
angry
wanted to
Jin.
kill him himself.
I gather what strength I have left and drag myself after
No.
her.
Not again.
With his fucked up
I'm
feet.
not gonna let you. I'm not
Does he
gonna
even
let
have
you
feet
take my
anymore?
brother
I
away
don't
from
know.
me again.
I assume he still has feet. But I might be wrong, because he did just scream my feet. So, like...
Yeah, he's just walking on stumps.
But I can't catch up. That bitch stabs my brother right in front of me. Over and over.
Mm. Okay.
Ragna!
Now, Ragna, we can
Okay.
become one.
Okay, crazy new.
Wait!
Are you jealous, Gene? Do you want this?
Jealous? Do you want to get stabbed and thrown in the pit?
Well, he wants to stab Ragna and throw Ragna in the pit.
Maybe.
Yep.
Look at that.
There they go.
So yeah, notice she's stabbed herself and Ragna, by the way.
Yeah, that's how Ragna's arcade mode ends.
Yeah, it is. And Jean's just jumping after him like, no.
I don't know when her hair became unbraided.
Suddenly I see a girl. She stands quietly, like she's only watching. She says something as I fall into the cauldron, but she's too far away. I can't possibly hear her. But even so, before she disappears, I swear, I hear something.
It will happen again.
Oh, you motherfucker.
Perhaps I was expecting a little too much.
You
Rachel's
windy
like,
little shit.
damn. Oopsie poopsie.
How many fingers does she have in the pie?
AD 2099, December 31st. See, I can read dates. When I come to, I realize I'm flying somewhere. I can't feel anything anymore. I can move my right hand, but just barely.
The stars are lovely.
He's so calm.
Yeah, he's just like,
he goes from crazy to just being like, oh, the stars are so lovely.
I can't move. Nice night tonight.
The night sky is so beautiful. I can't help but think about it. But the moon is too bright for my eyes.
It really isn't.
I try to block out the light with my right hand, and tears begin to roll down my cheeks.
Brother.
But we love the moon.
Ah, it's too close to him. My brother.
Maybe.
I have to kill my brother. He must know why. He must understand.
So he doesn't get thrown in the pit.
I keep telling myself he does, but it doesn't help. And the tears start again.
Who's there?
What is all of this? Why are you doing this to him, Rachel?
Hey, look, it's the vampire.
Just bite him and end this misery.
I know this woman. She's the one who watched me fall into the cauldron. The same woman who looks down on me with a bored look on her face. I want to ask her what she's doing here, but I can no longer speak. All I can do is stare.
Soon, it will be born.
What?
I already know what's going to happen. What's going to be born here. The very thing I was born to destroy.
Is this where Ragna happens?
But I have no strength left. I can barely move.
Mr. Hero, how would you like to become a real hero?
Oh.
He's paralyzed right now.
Well, kinda. I mean, his feet are broken.
False hero end.
False hero end. Ta-da! So that's that one.
Right.
I don't know how to go in and do loading.
Up at the top. Story select, you go over to load.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. It's the L and B.
Oh, okay.
Or, it's the L and R.
There's a tip?
Yeah, tip.
Hey, it's Lychee.
Opening.
She gives tips.
Maybe we'll read that in a little bit. So yeah, load, and then I said it was, what was it, the third one?
Yeah.
So, let me just make sure that, yeah, that's it. Okay.
Because the others are from July of 2017. The 4th of July.
Like I said, it's been a year since we did this
Yeah.
and gave up the original time. Because we didn't have things going on. So this is going to take me into where I've beaten Ragna, and I am facing new.
Target confirmed.
Okay. So you either gotta lose.
I'm just going to skip through this real quick. Oh, wait, I can't really do that. Okay, hold on. I'll just skip this way.
Yeah.
But yes, I'm going to lose to her intentionally. I'm just going to stand here and let it happen.
Cool, okay.
I mean, I might fight her a little bit just to prove that I can beat her again and make it interesting, but I am going to let her win.
You're just gonna be all coy about
Yeah,
it?
I'm not going to ice car her, and I'm not going to freeze her.
Just
Let's see
slap
how
her with
far
your
I
weak
go.
arm attack.
Basically, right? There's a kick, there's my arm.
Slap. Just sort of running across her sword wings like a tin can on the jail cell bars.
Yeah.
She's not doing too good.
No, she's terrible at this, actually. Thank you for finally hitting me. Our life is actually basically, like, even. For a bit there, anyway. And all I was doing was slapping her. Like, look at this.
Well, she has very low defense. That's something I noticed because I had to fight her like a million times.
Deploying
Come on,
phase.
hit me.
Advancing.
Thank you. Fine.
She doesn't want to stab you and go into a pit with you.
Yeah, I know.
You jealous?
Like, she doesn't want me to die. She wants it to be Ragna.
Yeah. Here we
Okay.
go.
Why won't you die?
So it kind of does the same
So this
thing
time
so
I
far.
lost, yeah. No matter how many times I stab her and freeze her, the girl keeps
Impossible.
getting up.
Yep.
cannot
This
kill
is
me.
exactly the same.
So supposedly this is supposed to be a different ending.
Mm-hmm.
I should point that out. If it turns out it isn't, I'm going to be really confused.
What did you say?
Well, it could be like something Ragna
Perish.
does is different.
Yeah, that might be it.
Or maybe he gets dead right
A
here.
bolt of lightning erupts from his body and slams into him.
My
There you
feet.
go.
Damn it, my feet!
It is just the feet.
He's just like my feet, though.
She just
Stop.
walks up and she just steps on him over and over again with sword feet.
And then she walks towards him and keeps going. And she took his feet. That's what happened. Because she's got them swords for feet instead.
Well, sometimes she doesn't.
Finally,
Yeah.
the hindrance is gone.
The face she's
We're
making
together
is
at
actually kind of
last.
hilarious.
Yeah.
She's not even looking at Ragna. She's like looking
Yeah,
at
she
the
kinda-
camera.
Well, it's like she's supposed to be like coyly looking away, like, "Oh, I'm so embarrassed. I like
No,
him
she looks
so
smug.
much."
She looks smug. You look at that
No,
smile.
no. That's.
She's looking to the cameras
no,
like, this
no.
is what
It's
I
the
wanted.
corner of her eye. It's not directly at the camera. It almost looks like she's looking at Jean on the floor, though.
Maybe. Being
Like
smug.
that's not what's happening, but that's almost
Nice
feels like
feet.
it.
I'll take them.
Finally, we can be one.
Stop it! Brother!
Okay, is this
Brother!
really the same?
It seems like it's the same so far, but I'm confident that it's going to be different when we hit the end of this.
Okay.
She can only watch as the girl leaps into the cauldron, my brother in her arms. So I guess he doesn't follow him in this ending.
Huh.
Check that out, yeah. They melt together, my brother and that girl. They turn into something else.
Ew.
So it's a cauldron. It's literally meant to, like, I guess boil things together.
Okay, so is there a timeline where someone throws Noelle and a
Something
knife in there and it comes out as
Very
new?
dark. I don't know, maybe.
Oh, okay.
80, 2196. Holy crap. That's like almost 100 years after the last ending that we got.
Yeah, what the crap?
But it's 0504, which is in the middle of the summer. That's July 4th. Is that the 4th of July?
No.
Is that June
'cause-
4th?
No.
Is that April?
Okay, 4 is April and 5 is May.
I'm just going to keep saying random months until I get it right.
It's Christmas.
It's Christmas.
Oh shit, I didn't remember this.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
got
so here's
glasses,
Jean.
but they look really bad at this level of detail.
Brother,
It's fine, I
just
don't
not
care.
good with other people.
Like, it's zoomed out far enough that we're not seeing the glasses well, so they're weird looking.
All I can hear is static. It forces its way through my ears and drills into my brain. Everything is cold. Everything at least for my right hand.
Except for his right
Oh,
hand.
yeah.
In so many
What's wrong with that hand? It's the one on his hip. If we're taking
yeah.
this to not be
I mean,
spiteful.
maybe the sword that he uses is like related to this problem. Maybe he's got like a what would that be, like a not a circulatory issue? It would be like a central nervous issue,
I think it's a curse.
potentially.
Excuse me.
This is a better picture.
That's mine.
Yeah, that's a way
Sorry
better
for
picture.
the trouble.
And you can see that he's actually just sitting down.
Yeah.
It's Noelle, also, by the way.
Yeah.
It explicitly
It makes
gave her
sense for
name.
it to be her.
A girl chases after a piece of paper fluttering in the wind.
How rare for someone to actually come here.
Well, just out of thought.
Yeah.
I mean, Carl was in the academy. What are the odds that he had a real human sister who also kind of looked like a generic blonde lady?
I would not be surprised. And if he actually took that and kind of imprinted it on Nirvana when he picked her up.
And that character could also be the character who's somehow related to Noelle or New or whoever.
Yeah, that's like
Don't worry,
1,000%
I caught your
possible.
paper.
Yeah, 1,000% possible isn't the same as even 1% yes.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry. Thank
Well,
you.
it's labeling her Noelle, so that
Yeah, oh,
gives
no,
us
no,
something.
yeah, I said that.
Yeah.
I said it. It labeled her Noelle the moment
I
she
was
showed up.
writing
Okay.
something,
That-
but the
that-
wind suddenly blew it away.
So at least we've got that confirmation.
It can get really windy around here.
Yeah,
So you should be.
Yeah, this version of Gene looks way more
You're Tsubaki's friend.
like. Well, I
He's
mean,
no Ralph Vermillion was.
he's not drawn as well here as he was there, but that version of him actually kind of looked like someone you wouldn't be afraid to sit next to on the bus.
Yeah, he looks fine here too. There's really nothing wrong with him.
Well, he's
here.
just drawn weird here with the glasses the way they are. But he
He's
looks
just some
nice
blonde guy
there.
with glasses. Like,
Yes, that's right.
And she looks like they took the
Jin
same
Kisaragi!
underlying
My
structure
apologies.
and just redrew over it and took off her handcuffs.
yeah, she's not got her handcuffs or her exposed shoulders anymore.
And the hair they put on her actually doesn't look very good.
yeah, well, she doesn't have her hat on, so you can
I've
see her
heard
hair.
a lot about you from
Yeah,
Tsubaki.
she takes
Yeah,
that
but
hat
it's
off. her
really
hair
short
falls
here.
out.
You had amazing synchronization.
As
rates
opposed
with
to in the
bodies,
art we
right?
just saw where it was much
Highest
longer.
record ever, I was told.
I'm almost sad they didn't put glasses on her too, to be like, haha, everyone in the academy
Oh God,
has to
I
wear
would love
glasses.
that. Just they
Because
give
Carl
you
wears
those.
glasses also.
Yeah, like you can't get into the academy without them. This place is too shiny.
But he wasn't
yeah.
able to use it well.
You need
I'm
them
not that
for your
great
eyes'
academically
safety.
or physically. Not like you.
Yeah,
never
they're
know
not
what
for
can
seeing
happen.
things. It's to protect
You should
us
have more
from how
confidence in yourself.
glistening our ivory floors are.
She had like some special thing with a thing, but
I'll
it
do
was
my
a thing that
best.
we've
yeah,
never
no,
heard
well,
of.
she's real strong and good with using her weapon, I guess,
Well,
probably.
if you'll
I
excuse
don't
me.
think that's what it
Oh,
was.
and your paper.
But we'll find out
Sorry.
eventually.
Thank you again.
Why was she writing on a piece of paper out here in the middle of like the windiest plain in
Yeah,
existence?
is the military academy a windy plain?
It's just its backyard or something.
To just hold all of their classes out
Nothing.
here in the
I'll
grass.
see you around.
Something like that.
Is he
Out
having
here in the
timeline
forest.
flashbacks?
Maybe.
You saw that, right?
Yeah, he was saying that he just keeps hearing static too, which
Yeah.
is, I don't know, probably
Who is
related.
that girl?
Oh, did they touch hands when he held the paper back to her?
It flashed
Handed
into
it
her
back to
being
her?
actually dressed as Noelle for a
be.
second.
Oh.
She looks
Yeah.
identical.
She looks exactly
Was
like
that
herself.
hallucination? Brother.
Oh god. This is where it
by
starts.
the way, happens after he was brought into the Kisaragi family, correct?
Yeah.
What is all this?
So they sent him to the academy because he was gifted. So this other shit happened
The
way before
alternate
that.
truth is yet to be found.
Cool. All we
Okay.
did was lose.
Yeah. So that was... Oh, criminy, what was that? That was the...
Lose to new.
Lose to new, yeah. So then what we want to do is go back, and this one is going to be lose to Ragna, by
Got
the
it.
way.
Which is probably going to be easier.
Yeah, well, he's not that hard, honestly.
Yeah, but
Not that hard to lose to, I mean.
Yeah.
He's actually pretty
he hits
strong.
harder than New does when New isn't in her super mode.
The wheel of
Yeah.
fate is turning.
I mean, he's not a great... Like, the AI is not perfect when it comes to fighting as him,
Slap him.
but it's okay.
With your hand.
I'm trying. He's too far. Just see him. Okay, hold on. Did you
You
watch
just
him?
slap him in the face and he kicks you in the shins. I like this fight.
He keeps defending when he's like. If he gets close enough, he just starts defending, and it's like against my hand doing this.
Yeah, you're
weird
just
thing.
flapping your hand. He's just got his arm up to block you, and it's like, what are you
see?
doing?
Like he just.
It's like, stop hitting
The
me.
AI has no idea how to deal with this. Come on, get in on it. Get in on it, Ragna.
For a second, he was trying to slap back.
Oh my god,
Don't
I'm gonna
kill
kill
him.
him if I'm not careful.
This is a pretty good
I'm
fight.
just sitting in the corner slapping it. Come on,
It was
this
a
isn't
dance
even
party
easy.
for
This
a
is not
second.
even set to easy. This is set to normal.
Why is arcade mode so mean to us, and this is just so
I
easy?
don't know.
Just let him have it, dude.
Come on, Ragnar.
This is no fun at all.
I'm just taunting on him now. Dude, I
I
almost
like that
beat you
his-
just slapping you.
His final blow, he kind of got you with his foot, like he didn't want to get too close and get slapped again.
No. I'm the
Okay.
one who's supposed to kill you.
So does he get tossed in
Only
the pit?
I
Does Ragna
can
not
kill you.
get nude?
No one
I don't
else
know.
can kill you!
By which I mean get
I'll
killed by
decide my
nude,
own
not like
future.
get naked.
You have no-
Because I
know
don't
what
need
you- I know
that.
what you mean. Don't worry.
No. I'm...
I'll listen to your crap later. I have a lot to ask you myself.
He just
But I
doesn't
have something I
care.
need to take care of first.
No! Brother!
Brother! Without thinking, I grab his hand, and a chill runs down my spine. I know that I can't let him fight. Something here.
Stop getting in my way, Jin. Don't make me beat the shit out of you. Now get
He
off
does
me.
actually know who he is, so maybe they actually are brothers.
Maybe.
No.
Their parents probably look pretty
can't fight
different if
that.
these guys have
can't.
such
Ragna!
very different facial structures by anime
Ragna!
standards.
Yeah, I mean, potentially.
So he doesn't... Okay, you go ahead.
No, go ahead. What were you saying?
He doesn't want Ragna to fight New, but he also wants to kill Ragna, but he doesn't want New to kill Ragna.
I guess. The chill pushes its icy fingers out from my spine and through the rest of my body. I feel myself lose consciousness.
So he just passes out while that other nonsense is happening.
He passes out while garbage goes on around him, I guess. AD 2196.
This is a different background.
Yeah, this doesn't give a month, but this is the same time where he had the paper flyby.
Yeah, so this is
year,
probably
anyway.
inside the academy.
Thank you for holding
Yeah,
my
probably.
luggage, Jin.
I don't know, Tsubaki, apparently.
Is that
No.
face the same face? I can't
Well,
tell.
I don't
I'm used to
think
this kind of
so.
thing.
Huh? Wait, you don't mean...
I think you have the wrong idea.
I love how
Sabaki.
many different
I was talking
permutations
about all
of
the
the
errands I run for student
uniform
council.
there are. They're
Yeah,
all
that's-
different, but
that's
they're all the
weird.
same.
I mean, even for Noelle's, it was exactly that, but her skirt was shortened. So maybe Tsubaki has just a longer skirt. Maybe it's because it's a different time of year or
But
something
her
like that.
headband also matches.
Yeah,
sort
yeah,
of.
yeah.
So it's like
Oh,
they've got
I
approved
see, of
accessory
course.
styles or whatever.
Mhm.
You know, I want to be on the student council and earn my stripes one day, just
What
like you, Jin.
stripes?
I have no
They both have one
idea.
stripe on their little neckerchief.
Yeah, maybe there's other stripes here that we're just not seeing.
I'll bet
you
the
need to worry
stripe
about
colors
that.
indicate
You're
what year
intelligent
you're
and
in.
responsible.
Because that's how
I can
anime
see you
works.
becoming the next student council president.
Yeah, which is weird, right?
No, I love it.
No, I like it, but it's still weird.
A little weird.
Thanks, Jin.
Because nobody else... I don't think anybody does that in real life.
You think this character becomes a playable fighter in a later game, or do you think she
I don't
dies
know.
forever?
She could be somebody that we don't know. She could actually be somebody who's appeared and we just can't remember her
She
immediately.
could be new.
Uh,
We don't know.
Tsubaki's not the name of the woman who helped Arakune when he was a human, right?
No, that was Coco something.
Okay.
Oh, Jin!
Oh, it's Makoto!
Who?
Okay, she doesn't appear in this game, but I actually do know who that is because
is she
I
a
know.
squirrel?
Yeah, I've seen stuff from later games, like just a handful of characters from later games. Makoto is the one that people constantly talk about. She is a squirrel. She's totally a squirrel.
So there's a squirrel in this game.
Yeah. I forgot she was from fucking BlazBlue. I thought she was a Guilty Gear character.
Oh, okay.
I feel dumb now.
Well, nobody knew it until you admitted it.
Yeah, I know.
Good
So
morning.
Noelle just hangs out with Squirrel Girl.
Yeah, she hangs out with a squirrel and some pink hair.
Guys,
Squirrel Girl's
no
got
running in
big
the
boobs.
hallways.
Do you see
You
that?
already
They're
knew that,
stretching
right?
that uniform.
Just be more
Yeah.
careful.
They wanted you to
I guess.
know.
I think Jean has bigger boobs than she does, though. I don't know.
I think he's just got a bigger rib cage.
My apologies.
His boobs are the correct size for his height and weight.
Yeah, something like that.
What's wrong, Noelle? Are you sick?
Yeah.
No,
Noelle's
it's
embarrassed.
not that.
What?
Blackout? Oh.
No,
Internal
we're seeing the
blackout.
future again. It's a gray out.
Jin, you too.
Sure.
What's wrong?
It's a
Nothing.
timeout.
I just remembered something. Tsubaki, I'm sorry, but I need to
Okay.
give this back to you.
Sure. Thank you for helping me. Are you really sure you're okay, Jin?
I appreciate
Squirrel
the
Girl's
concern,
looking at him
but
and was like, I don't know
quite
about
alright.
this guy.
I'll see you later.
Yeah.
Oh, Jin is so
Whoa, her
Wow,
eyes.
her eyes are creepy.
You're so lucky he actually called
Look,
you
she's
by
got like
her
a full
name.
squirrel tail coming out.
Yeah. It doesn't even disrupt the way her skirt falls. How's that work?
Maybe it has a big hole cut in the back.
What's the point of even having a skirt that short with a hole cut in the back?
I don't know.
Well, we are related. It's not that strange.
I don't know. I'm sure other people have
Maybe-
thought about that a lot.
Maybe her tail
Makoto,
starts
stop
farther up her
shaking your
back
tail like
than you
that.
realize, and it's just coming out of the shirt, not the skirt.
Should it work that way?
It can work that way.
The-
You can start a tail. Okay, if you really want to be technical about it, the tail, if we were talking about like human beings with tails, the tail would start way the hell lower than anybody ever places it.
Yeah, the human tailbone curls in. It is more or less in your butt.
Yeah, if human beings had tails, it wouldn't be up at the top of the butt. It would literally be like coming out of part of the butt, which is ridiculous.
Presumably, if humans had
Nobody
a tail,
ever draws it that way.
the tailbone down there would just have been curled out and longer.
Basically.
But yeah, it's lower than you think.
I don't think
But some people will put it farther up the back, like even farther up the back than you might normally do. So it's in like the small of the back is where it starts.
So it's not at the hips. So it's like your spine splits. And that's
kind of. But that looks even weirder, honestly. Yeah.
It should just be like positioned so it looks like it's not coming out. Oh well, now we don't have to worry.
Now we know. It's just coming out of the top of her skirt.
It's just a hole. Yeah. It's so lazy.
I don't know. I am accepting of it.
But it's already such a short... What?
Did you not see the flash for a second
No.
there? It was Haku-men.
Where?
Over Jin.
Oh.
It was just Haku-men appearing in the same position, walking away. In the same way that Noelle turned into, Noelle, I guess. Future Noelle.
Okay.
No, she turned into Future Noelle. She didn't turn into New.
I'll make one little admittance.
Yeah.
I've had to go to the BlazBlue wiki to
I don't know whatever information you're about to drop, by the way.
To see references for art. Yes. And they list a name for what Haku-men's real name is.
Okay.
I know who that is.
So then maybe he's just following him?
No.
Okay. Confusing, but alright.
I don't know why.
Who was that girl?
His name is listed on the wiki without spoiler tags of any kind as Jin Kisaragi.
The alternate truth is yet to be found.
But that's what they list Haku-men as.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh, we got a complete on that.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, that was... Well, I guess that was like... So, the way that this ending structure has been, like, broken down is that there are 4 endings for Jin. The wiki lists 2 of them as normal and 2 of them as true. The 2 normal endings are the ones in which you lose to Mu and lose to Ragna. So those are the ones where we get to see stuff from the future. The one true ending that we've done so far is the one where he winds up in the time where he's just sitting there with Rachel.
In the Rachel space.
Yeah, which is 100 years before the other ones.
She's just got like a whole little moon dimension where she lets you sit there and she talks to you, I guess.
I'm gonna take a guess, by the way, and say that what Rachel was offering him, based on the fact that we just saw the normal ending, where he clearly was implied to be Haku-men, is that Rachel, 100 years in the past, offered him the chance to become a true hero, which was literally just, Jin, do you want to become Haku-man?
And he just sat there paralyzed. And I mean, what do you do if you say no to a vampire?
Yeah, okay. So the last ending is one more true ending. And in order to get this true ending...
you gotta beat up Bang again?
We have to beat up Bang again.
That's okay, I like him.
Yeah, he's a cool guy, but man, Bang is such a jobber. He loses in literally every single one of Jin's endings, he loses.
Yeah. It's just based on whether or not Jin, like, gives him the goddamn time of day.
Yeah, he's the one character, by the way, who's in every single timeline for Jin, is Bang. Because everybody else is not in the same ending that the second choice for Bang is. Right?
Okay.
So, like, Jane... Bang... is both where the timelines all of the endings split off from one another, but he's always the start and he always loses. Like 100% of the time.
Don't tell me.
Yeah, no, if Bang wins this fight, it's an entirely different game.
Yeah.
It splits off into a game that's just about Bang.
Jin Kisaragi?
Something like that.
It's called BlazBlue.
You guys stay out of this.
I bet if Bang wins, he actively kills Jin, by the way.
Probably. It's probably his job here.
Yeah.
Calamity Bang.
Calamity Bang. Okay. So,
What
yeah,
a
the man
waste of
before me is
time.
breathing. Okay, so The only difference between all 3 of the other endings and this one is that this first interaction, we hit I'm done here for all of them. And for this one, which is the second true ending, we hit, but first I must rid myself of any obstructions.
Off with his head.
Yeah,
Get
basically.
out of my sight.
There is.
Bang's been sliced in half.
He shows up in the next game with a giant X-shaped cross across his stomach,
Maybe.
too.
So the subordinates are like begging
Stay
him
out
not to
this-
kill their boss.
This battle is mine. And
He's gonna
mine
die like a
only.
hero, I guess.
Oh,
Boss! Damn it! Can I get some help
Are they
over
just
here?
gonna... They're just
I'm
gonna carry him
sorry,
away?
sir. Please forgive me for butting in.
oh,
But we can't afford to
Oh.
lose you right now.
oh, that's so nice.
Everyone attack!
Well, they don't want
Don't
their
let him
boss
get
to
the
die.
boss!
So they're gonna throw themselves at Jean and make Bang really, really angry when all of them die.
Killing these insects would be simple, but they are more than I expected. The mess would take some time to clean up, and my cover would almost certainly be blown. I can't afford
Keep
that.
dancing around, you pathetic scum.
Don't let him go! After him!
Is he just chased by ninjas for the rest of this timeline? Oh, he froze them.
Ah, that's
How
less
irritating.
interesting.
With ice. You bastard! Fight fair!
I like to think this timeline split eventually does lead to Bang with more scars.
Oh, I wouldn't be
Just coming
I would
up
be
and trying
surprised
to
if it
beat the
did,
shit out
to
of
be
Jean.
totally and completely honest.
Okay, so this has to be like 4th save?
Yeah, this has got to be like 4th save.
Yeah.
Not that it really matters. The save is like
Yeah.
from now on. There's only one true direction to go with this, so it's like who cares? By the way, and this is very confusing to me because I'm not sure why I have it written down this way, but I totally have it written down this way. There's only 4 endings, and the first fight in this ending I actively have to lose. I don't know what happens if I win it.
Do we find out?
We can in a little bit, because maybe there's just an ending that wasn't actively, like, correctly put in
Like
there
they
or
just
something.
throw, congratulations, you are a winner there.
Yeah. I continue onward, toward the center of Kagutsuchi. The city overflows with ignorant, filthy human bodies, all of them polluting the air around me. So we chose to kill Bang, and that set Jean off early, I think is what's going on here.
Yeah, he's just gotten way too riled up way too fast.
Yeah, this city is chaos, and its people disgust me. Although, to be fair, people in general disgust me. The lower levels are even worse than I feared. I have no business here. I notice a cluster of excited troglodytes.
That's probably
That
really,
sounds pretty
really
bad,
offensive.
yeah. Hooting and jeering. Someone seems to have started a fight, and apparently that passes for entertainment in this place. Are you saying this isn't a place? Like, are you actively so angry at people who you perceive as being less than you that
Which is everyone.
you don't you don't recognize a geographical location as a place?
This isn't a place, this is a pigsty.
A pigsty is still a place.
It is. But, I mean, Gene kind of looks like he's never had to clean his own room in his life.
Yeah, also, I know he's just saying in general human beings are filth.
But
so
he's in Chinatown right
by
now.
using the word, like, troglodyte, it means, like, oh, just in general, everybody else is less than I am. But he is in a place that looks like it's racially charged.
Yeah.
So it's like, maybe don't do that.
Also,
I'm just
this is a
saying.
setting with different, like, species in it.
Yeah, it is. I have every intention of walking past that knot of crass humanity. But the thing they're so excited about is impossible to ignore.
Sector 7's.
Yeah, I knew it. Sector 7 was totally the other lab.
Huh.
A giant stands head and
Oh.
shoulders above the crowd. And I know him. Tager from Sector 7.
Don't be a jerk to Tager.
He doesn't belong in Kagutsuchi any more than I do. He catches me looking at him, and in an instant he recognizes me.
What is
I
the
recognize
hero of
that
Ricardo
blonde,
doing
blue-eyed, generic guy.
I recognize anime Hellboy.
I'm under no obligation to answer you.
I mean, yeah, you're going to recognize Tager. If you've seen him once, you will know forever.
He even said, like I couldn't help but notice that he was standing heads and heads and
I
shoulders
couldn't help
above
but notice this
everyone.
guy was literally a fridge.
I couldn't help but notice this 10-foot tall man standing a full body above everybody else.
Gene is unrecognizable in a crowd except for the asshole aura he projects.
He's just walking around and he's leaving like a whole fucking trail of frozen people, and that's how you know who he is.
Maybe.
I didn't
He
need you
would.
to tell me that.
Yeah.
Besides,
He's like,
I
hey,
had
what
no
are you doing
intention of
here?
extending
Shut
my
up.
stay.
Get out of here.
Is that so?
The NOL has already issued a level D alert for Kagutsuchi.
That was kind of a weird mouth loop on
Yeah.
Tager,
That
because of the
means
way his
all
mouth is
organizations
structured.
Yeah.
must suspend
He's got the big
activity
Oni
until further
mouth, so he
notice.
can't.
So it's got to be a much
It's
bigger
gotta be
flap.
very like
Sorry, but Sector
yeah.
7 doesn't take orders from the library.
Hey guys, I want to be in the show. Let me get my bags. Shows up again at the end of the movie.
Why has Sector 7 come to Kagutsuchi? Perhaps for the same reason I have. In search of the Grim Reaper. I imagine they wish to discover the source of his power, or quite possibly harness it. Whatever his explanation, I see him for what he is.
Obstacle.
I was trying to do a really bad Muppet Show
Yeah,
reference.
I know. And he looks like a Muppet. Like, I'm not going to deny
Yeah.
that. He does. Tager could totally be like an anime Muppet with a really strong, like, bodybuilder body underneath it for some It's like Kermit the Frog's head, but then you've got, like, steroided out, like, 1990 Arnold Schwarzenegger, but, like, 3 times that size underneath him.
You're describing someone's OC, I'm sure.
I hope I am. I like them little glasses on him. Taker's little glasses are great.
His Vash glasses.
His little Vash the Stampede glasses. So I'm supposed to lose to Taker, by the way.
That's so weird.
Right?
That you just don't have a win scenario here.
Yeah, like, I don't know what the win would do. Is the win literally just I get tired and go home?
Maybe it just doesn't change anything.
Like, I'm serious. Maybe the win is literally just I get tired and I go home. Like...
You were really tired because you had to punch Tager so hard that it actually damaged him.
Or something. Like, cause okay, he's
Broke
talking
your
about
fist
how...
on his chest.
He's talking about how he goes into this and he's like, oh, well, there's nothing for me here in this town. So maybe in winning against Tager, he goes, maybe there is something for me, as opposed to, like, losing where he just goes, okay, now I'm going home. Or something weird like that. Maybe. Yeah, okay, beat me up, please. I've got so little life left. Just do it.
There we go.
It took him so long. The AI has no idea what to do if you're just sitting there waiting for it.
Maybe we need to, like, just sort of sit on the ground and wait.
Yeah, something like that.
Stay down. I won't take your life.
Damn.
Thanks, Tager.
Tager's a good man.
Bastard.
He's made of iron.
He's made of large.
Well, he's Iron Tager, so...
Oh, yeah, this is happening.
Where am I?
So, okay, so if we get beaten by Tager, we wind up with Rachel.
Somehow.
Already.
Yeah.
You're quite
We wound up
lethargic
going
for a
from
hero.
Chinatown to Transylvania Town.
Yeah. I wonder what happens if we beat Tager then. I'm still
We
so
rolled
confused about
downhill.
it. Yeah, Tager's like, stay where you are. And then as he walks away, the floor breaks out from underneath us. And he's like, maybe I should have told him to move.
Yeah, you just had a fight with a guy who's the size of a house. You think that might have destroyed some foundations.
because you're kind of the shitty part of town on top of that. Like, the wood is
Also-
made of, like, Band-Aids or something. I don't
Also,
know.
some of Tager's finishers just literally destroy the floor.
Yeah, they actively do.
You.
Tager should be here with us. We should have both crashed through the floor into the underzone.
Rachel
Goodness,
brought us
no.
here.
You think I
Oh,
would
maybe
do
not.
physical labor?
I made my cat do it.
I did that.
There we go.
Yeah, it was the cat and this little demon man.
That's
It's
right.
also kind of a cat.
He's like a jelly bean with wings.
He's a bat
I
cat.
wasn't asking you.
Alright.
Oh, that face is cute.
You're wondering
Yeah.
why?
I think
You
his name
look
is
so
Guy.
sad. I simply
And one of them
couldn't
is
leave
Guy
you
and
to
one of
your
them is
fate.
Nago. I'm sure they mean
Yeah.
something.
And then I think she actually has another one on top of George the 13th, I want to say.
I think
Is it George the 14th?
I don't remember.
I keep forgetting. It's
You're
been a bit
far
since
too
we
weak
played
to be
this.
It's
sad.
George.
And you know
That's
it.
the important part.
Isn't it kind of me to look after you?
What's so
George
funny?
should be in these portraits.
He should. I agree.
Well,
Just sort of
it
like
is
on
a
her
man
head or
with looks
something.
And brains.
She called us dumb.
Perhaps you would like.
She
Well,
said we
she
were
called
hot
us
but
hot.
dumb.
I know
Yeah.
it sounds rather childish, but I believe I might
But,
find it entertaining.
okay, so what's in front of her is just her cat in umbrella form.
Oh,
Or
okay. I thought
something.
the umbrella
looked
was a
weird.
different one. Yeah, alright, fair enough. I swear to God, she's got other things, too. Like, I don't think it's just those
No,
those
she has those
two.
weird skulls and pumpkins.
Oh, yeah.
another
I
cat's
guess that is
umbrella.
another one, yeah.
So do we beat her?
Yeah, we beat her.
Okay.
So that's fine. I can do that. I can beat Rachel.
Yeah, she's probably had it coming for doing whatever Rachel-y things she's been doing today.
Yeah, she does an awful lot of Rachel stuff, let's be real.
It's George, I love her. Oh.
Oh, well, fuck. Gotta be careful.
I want to see George again. I missed my boy.
Well, you're not gonna see him here. Oh,
There we
thanks.
go. No, I thought she was going to toss George out, and she
Nah. Notice, by the way, she doesn't actually lose. She just kind of flops down and sits, like, on a
didn't. Yeah, well,
beanbag
she's a
chair.
vampire, so she's got secrets.
Gas.
Just
When I come to, the girl is gone.
being haunted
It's
by
quiet.
Rachel's again.
There's a shadow standing in front of me. This is literally one of the ending, like.
Yeah, this is the
the
path we didn't go down. She's like, oh yeah, well, I don't want you in my timeline.
No, this is literally, even when we went down that path, even the line was exactly the same. It's, when I come to, the girl is gone. After you beat Noelle, that is
Yeah.
also what he says.
Yeah. Rachel just decided to boot him into that timeline because she's tired of him in this
Or
one.
something like that, yeah.
You're...
I wouldn't put it past her to be able to do that.
Maybe. I really don't know. It's a little bit
What was
confusing.
that? Just now.
I mean, it is confusing.
Yeah, this game's a little confusing, I know.
Jean seems pretty confused.
Here.
Oh,
What?
okay, sure. He's here, I guess.
He wandered down a different path because he got distracted by ninjas in Chinatown, and she had to just plop him back here to fight Ragna, because it's
Yeah.
like, just
Yeah.
go do the thing I wanted you to do.
Brother.
Is this the same dialogue?
No, this is actually new.
Were
I'm pretty sure.
Ragna the
No,
Blooded.
we remarked on this.
Is
Why
it?
are you here?
Yeah, it's like I pointed out that he said "were Ragna the
Why?
Blood Edge," like that was a different, like it was past tense.
Yeah, okay,
One
maybe
was
you're right. Maybe
obvious.
you're right.
Like he
came
knows
to
him by
see
some
you,
other
Ragna.
name instead.
Go
Yeah,
away.
okay.
I didn't come here for you, asshole.
Whoa.
Why not?
I love how Ragna
You're
gives
not happy
zero
to see me?
shits like all the time.
Yeah.
What are you talking
He's so
about?
angry, too.
Did you forget
He's pretty good.
about our past? You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, this
We're
is the
all-
exact
Yeah,
same.
okay, yeah.
Don't be so cold.
The house. The
Yeah,
house
we're
where
gonna
we
get
lived.
the-
Yeah, and
yep.
then the picture of that.
Damn it,
Okay.
Shut, I'm so
I'm gonna skim just a little bit to make sure. But yeah, it looks like it's exactly the same. You're
So we
right.
beat
Okay.
him too?
Yeah, we beat him too. This one from now on, it's win against everyone.
Okay, I'm guessing the loses are just
The
nothings.
one to lose was against
What?
Taker.
What was up with that?
I don't know.
I guess in that situation we're not beaten up enough that Rachel,
that Rachel
has to...
can walk away with us. Yeah.
Yeah. But you'd think that would still get an ending.
You'd think so, right?
You think it would just come down to like he's walking down in Chinatown and like Rachel shows up and is like, oh, well, go that way, and he just goes the other way.
Yeah.
bastard.
You'd
Or he
think
runs
so.
into someone else like Lychee or Taukaka or something. I don't know.
Fun.
Because Lychee should know some
Isn't this
things.
so fun? I've been dreaming.
Yeah,
of
this is still the same.
Yeah, so it's
far.
exactly the same so far. And goodbye, brother, and then shit opens up and he goes, oh no!
But this didn't have branches for being killed by Ragna.
No. I have no idea why, but yeah, this one does not have branches, insofar as I can tell.
Yeah, it's weird.
So either the story immediately ends there, or I don't know, maybe it'll take us down the path that the other ones had. So like if you lose to Ragna, you get the other
maybe.
normal ending that you get when you lose to Ragna in the other one? I have no idea.
Maybe.
It seems so weird that that would be the case.
Yeah, but if the timelines kind of merge around the cauldron, it's still kind of acceptable.
Yeah, I suppose. Maybe that was actually their explanation. Maybe the timelines merging like that is why this place is supposed to be like this. Like, maybe that was... I don't know. I don't know anymore.
Either.
Yeah, I really don't care. I guess I'm done. Done
Yeah, we just gotta beat her.
Yep, extracting the, who are you?
Jin, back off.
It's the same dialogue, right?
My Yukiana-san. I'm getting memories. It all comes down to a single point. Yep.
Jin.
I'm just getting cliff notes, making sure nothing's different.
Yeah, we're skimming to be sure.
Yeah. Alright, so we just gotta fight her now.
Yeah, and I assume it'll get different after this.
I would hope so. Oh, she's unlimited.
Is she?
Yep, yes she is.
Huh.
She's unlimited, but I think her AI is still at a reasonable level.
Wait, where's the indicator?
It's whether or not her name is flashing.
Oh, okay. There
Remember,
it is.
it's not like a full-on indication like it says unlimited new here. It would say it on like the character select, but it's...
Okay, yeah, she's
we're
pulling
not
that out way
selecting the boss.
faster.
Yeah.
But she's still taking hits. Plenty.
Yeah, plenty of hits anyway, yeah.
Not that it was hard to hit her with Jean.
No, Jean I think was one of the characters that we had almost no problems fighting her originally whatsoever.
Yeah. You know who else we had very little trouble with and were confused by?
Was it hakumen?
Yeah, remember?
Yeah, Tager was like super duper good too.
I think
that's
just because Tager is Tager.
That could be it, yeah.
Like I wasn't trying to make a plot
stab her
connection.
or freeze her. She just keeps getting up.
You cannot.
You can't kill me. I'm gonna go be with my boyfriend now.
Perish.
What did you say? Oh no! And then she shocks him in his feet or something.
Damn it,
She
my
takes a
feet.
cheese grater to him and whittles him down to nubs.
I'm still so confused as what the hell happened to his feet here? Is it just she knocks him off his feet? Like, is that what he means?
I don't know. She turns them into Easter hams.
Stop it.
With her ham ray.
We can be one.
Something like
Stop
that.
it. Brother.
Yeah.
She
this
hears
is
my
where it
voice
changed.
and slowly turns to look at me. Only now do I realize. Yeah, she has her face. Yeah.
What?
Oh, okay, it's not changing yet.
Not yet. I just killed you. And she's like, Turns back to brother, carries him
Okay,
over the feet.
this is
the
the
pit.
same.
So far, this is
Yeah.
the same as one of the the endings.
Does Jean jump in after them?
That's the
No.
question. I gather what strength I have left and drag myself after
No.
her.
Oh,
Not again. I'm not gonna
Again.
let you.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna let you take my brother away from me
yeah.
again.
Did he say again in the other
I don't
one?
remember. But I can't catch up.
Oh no,
That
this
bitch
is the same.
stabs my brother right in front of me over and over.
Yeah, this I remember.
Ragna!
Yeah. And Ragna's like, no.
We can
And then
become one.
normally he jumps in after them.
Wait!
Yeah.
So let's see if that's what happens here. So he's jumped in after them. And then we'll see
Rachel
if-
has already interfered once.
Yes, Rachel has actively interfered. Suddenly I see a girl. She stands quietly like she's only watching. She says something as I fall into the cauldron, but she's too far away. I can't possibly hear her. But even so, before she disappears, I swear I hear something.
It will happen again, won't it? Perhaps I was expecting.
Was this
it
what she
to-
said
So,
before?
yeah, that's what she says originally.
No, before we wake up to the moon and then she
Oh.
shows up.
No. She says this the first time, and then we wake up to the moon after this.
Okay,
Like
there.
that, see?
Like I'm thinking it too hard, I guess.
When I come to, I realize I'm flying somewhere. I can't feel anything anymore, and I can't move my right hand. I can move my right hand, just barely.
The stars. They're lovely.
I'm
Yeah,
really hoping
okay,
that we
weirdly
didn't fuck
calm.
up big time and that we don't get, like, the last fight in this one. I don't know what I would have done to have messed this up.
Maybe it wasn't a lose.
The night sky is so beautiful, I can't help but think about it. But the moon's too bright. And then his blackout, the tears roll down his cheeks. Then he gets really calm and he's like, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember this.
Who's there?
Who's there?
And it's
just-
Rachel.
Is it just the same?
I know this woman. She's the one who watched me fall into the cauldron, the same one who looks down on me with a bored look on her face. I want to ask her what she's doing here, but I can no longer speak. All I can do is stare.
It will be born.
I already know what's going to happen, what's going to be born here. The very thing I was born to destroy. But I have no strength left. I can barely
Mr.
move.
Hero, how would you like to become a real
It's-
And this
it's
is
the
where it
same.
ends originally. Is it gonna... Ah! Hey!
Alright.
Okay, there is a continuation.
Okay, good. Oh, there he is.
Okie dokie!
There we are.
Sure. And he just takes a pose and we gotta fight him? Okay.
And there's no win-lose split here?
Nope. It's win or I guess you fail miserably.
I guess.
I guess that's what's happening. So I've got to beat haku-men. It's unlimited haku-men as well.
And all we did was get mad at Bang.
Yep. All you gotta do is get mad at Bang early and apparently haku-men shows up.
Yeah. I still think it's just because we see Rachel twice.
Yeah, it's probably because we see Rachel twice.
Like, that somehow leads to her booting us into a different part of the timeline, I guess.
Something like that, I guess.
Oh. He's really doing it.
That's fine. I don't mind. I've got some tricks up my ice car sleeve.
You do. You've also got 100 meter.
Yeah, I know. I'm just not going to use it, I think.
Okay.
Because I don't want to run
Don't
the
seem
risk
to need
of...
it.
I don't want to run the risk of accidentally changing it because I win with a weird thing.
But I thought it wasn't supposed
I
to.
don't think it changes anything like that. Yeah.
False hero end. Do we just not get another thing at the end of that?
I don't know. That was it. 100% complete.
Weird.
So yeah, that's it.
Presumably because in our first attempt at this we had done some losses which aren't worth showing. I guess.
Yeah. I don't know. That's so weird to me. Do you want to see what happens when we lose against Taker or when we win against Taker and just
Sure.
Just
And
see
then
that? What was that? Sector 7
we'll
or
do a
or-
single battle against each other and then call it.
Sector 7. Yeah, and then we'll call it a good day. So like he's like, oh, there's a Taker, and I'm gonna
Look
fight
at
him.
this
and
filthy
yada.
Chinatown and all of its gross
Yeah.
Chinatown things. And then Taker
Big
comes up and
fish
is like,
on the wall, and
Taker comes up and is like, I like Chinatown, go home.
yeah.
Jaden's drunk and belligerent and won't go home. He's drunk on brother stuff.
What's up, hero of the librarium?
Yeah, it's just Gene looks like he needs someone to call him a cab at this point in the story. And it's not hard to beat Taker, so I don't know why they want you to lose to him.
It's pretty hard to beat Taker, but I know what you mean.
I mean, in this particular
Yeah, in
scene,
this
it's not
particular
that hard.
one, yeah.
I guess I underestimated
Okay.
the hero of Ikaruga.
You scum. Damn it. I'm running out of time.
Oh, is it that if we take the time to beat him, we lose Ragna because Ragna runs away or something?
Maybe. Do you wish to say? I'm just gonna say no.
Okay.
Oh, and then it. I wonder if it just railroads us into the Noel fight.
I guess it does.
Major Kisaragi!
Yeah, does it
Yeah.
just loop back in?
Weird, yeah. So it just loops back into the weird one.
Because Taker doesn't body slam us through the
Yeah.
floor into Vampire Town.
Huh. That's weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, those were the 4 different endings. One of them was... 2 of them were exactly the same, but
then we
involved an
fight
extra
Haku-men.
fight. Yeah, that was so
Yeah.
strange.
Who is Gene, I guess?
I
don't
mean,
know
maybe.
why.
It wasn't even explicitly stated, basically.
Yeah.
That was so weird. Oh, God.
Which of us is Gene?
I'll
Should
be
we both be
Gene.
Gene?
Yeah, be unlimited Gene.
Alright.
Do you want to be Gene? Because you don't have to be Gene.
No, let's both be Gene.
Alright, pick a better color for Gene, though.
Is there a good color for Gene?
Yeah. And I picked it. No, I don't actually know.
I'll be golden.
Okay, you want to be Piss Gene?
Oh, who picked random?
That was me, I'm sorry. It doesn't
was
matter.
that
We know
intentional?
what Gene's stage looks like.
Yeah.
We've done it before, like, multiple times.
Yeah, so it's been a while since I've played, so let's see if I'm any good.
Honestly, the gate's kind of a fun place to play in.
Oh man, it's
Ronald McDonald!
and I'm just
Piss.
Golden Corral or something, I don't know.
No, it's Ronald McDonald versus Piss.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Don't worry about it. You're also unlimited, which means that we have certain abilities that normal Jin doesn't. Like the ability to freeze with this, like the projectile just freezes.
Fuck. Oh. You just letting me get some hits in?
Just for a bit, yeah.
Oh. Fuck.
There.
You just...
I wanted to do a thing, and then I realized that this is best 2 out of 3, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay. Well then.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry.
Well, I'm kind of getting the hang of myself.
That's fine.
But this is generally not the character I had to spend any amount of time with, is the thing. Because I had to learn fucking Carl and stuff.
Yeah, okay. That's fair.
So, like, Jin, we didn't have to spend a lot of time practicing with. So I forget how to
you
fucking
didn't
beat him.
anyway, yeah. You want to know the flowchart for Jin? It's just Ice Car. Just do Ice Car.
Remind me, is that... Up there it is.
Yeah, there you go.
It's back.
It's Ice Car, and then freeze when you hit, and then just keep wailing on me with a sword. That's it. That's how you win. Jin is literally just keep hitting the button. Look, there we go, and then you freeze, and then you just wail on them with the sword button over and over again.
And then I get blocked by you, apparently.
Yeah. Well, if you're playing against Jin, you should probably be blocking an awful lot. Oh, you're doing pretty good though. Yeah. Isn't that's one of your slap moves, isn't it?
What is?
The thing where you flip your sword out like that?
I don't know.
Because you're hitting me with the sheath version, so I have to assume. I don't know, maybe I'm just not paying enough attention.
I'm being really inconsistent with my moves right now.
That's fine.
You're mine. Die. Dissipate.
We still need to talk, fuck.
Yeah, I know. Sorry. Yeah, so what I'm trying to do is, if I get you within a certain range, I can actually pull off an astral finisher anyway, so I think that if either of us gets the other one to that point, we should probably work on trying to get that going. Not that it matters.
I don't remember how to do our astral finishes.
That way.
What?
I think I missed you, though. Aww. Damn. Yeah, and I don't have the meter enough to pull it back anymore. So I guess I'm fucked.
It's fine.
Yeah.
You can...
It's down. It's you hit down on the stick. Down on the right stick.
I don't think I have...
Yeah,
it's
hit me one more time.
How much meter do I have to have?
I don't know. Oh, sorry, I did that on accident.
Well then.
Oh well. Hey, who cares? We'll do it again some other time.
Yeah, maybe. Like, maybe against, like, Ragna, you'll play Jin in the final or something. I
think that will probably be what I wind up doing.
Yeah, whichever.
Alright, so final thoughts on this?
Sorry we're out of practice with BlazBlue. Sorry I'm sick.
That was... It feels like that was a lot longer than we'd want it to be, but I'm not
Branching
really
storylines
sure.
are going to be that way.
Yeah, we'll see. Either way, just thanks you guys. Have a good night.
Yeah, have a great night.